Here we go. Now we have rudder. A little bit more power here. 35 and a half. I get to about here, I'll pull the stick back like that, rotate the nose, and then climb on out. Positive rate of climb. Gear going up.
What a difference.
Yeah, she's bumpy.
Let me explain how we got to this moment. For years I struggled to start my flight training, for many different reasons, but with the right support and a very appreciated gesture, I was finally able to break from static. That, until this pandemic. Because although for the most part I was able to fly, due to documentation needed from my country, I was forced to stop. And while this process could have been 1 to 2 weeks in normal times, during COVID days, this has taken over a month. And the only way I could think to fight this flying withdrawals was to go to the factory of Elias and I's favorite GA aircraft.
Do you remember that wonderstruck moment where you see something so odd for the first time and stay absolutely baffled and curious about it? A couple of weeks ago, while getting some footage of Felipe while he was doing some pattern work in Miami Executive Airport, in the glaring distance and with its silhouette defining all the sleek edges of this, at the time, mysterious aircraft for us, we encountered our first canard winged aircraft.
That's a weird plane.
After discovering this type of aircraft and falling in love with all the safety, efficient, and reliable characteristics of it, we got to fly our favorite version of it. Heck yeah. The Velocity.
We don't need all this climb rate, but if I held it in here, we get about 2,000 feet a minute with the load, almost 3,000 feet per minute when I'm alone in it. Okay, now, it'll sit here all day like this, very stable. If I want to turn right and I don't want to hit the stick, I just put a little bit of rudder in there.
Wow.
And you see just one rudder coming out, and there's a lot of roll coupling, so it'll just turn right around. I let go of it, I'll just sit here, I take my feet off, going all day, and it'll go around the circle. Okay, it's pretty neutral. It'll probably level out a little bit because I'm not that fast, but down around 90, it'll actually level itself because you get a little dihedral effect with the swept wing. We're going to go up here and get some cool air. In fact, while we're doing this, we're going to do a power on stall. Now, normally in any Piper or Cessna, you do a power on stall. What's going to happen? The ball's going to be off center. It's going to roll over on you, right? Let's just continue to pull it up at power. Well, this basically be like a power on stall. And my climb rate will actually be a little less than if I didn't do the pitch buck, but it's still going to be climbing in the stall. So here we'll keep pulling it back. At about 75 indicated, about in here. There's my nose bobbing. Feet are on the floor, and that's it, 79. That's all you're going to get. And then as soon as and it's still climbing. So as soon as you let go of the stick, it's going to come back to whatever I changed the trim, so it's going to come back to that. So we should be burning about 13 13 gallons an hour by the time I'm all set up here. That's 13.3 right now, and it should be around 190, 195 knots. True airspeed up here. When I'm all done, leveling off, you could keep this power setting and fuel flow all the way up to altitude and be doing about 210 to 220. But anyway, right now you can go ahead and fly it. I've got it set like I like it, but a lot of people would want it a little bit maybe more stiff. I like it pretty light, or some people like even lighter than I do. And at this speed, you don't need rudder unless you're doing a roll or something.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's super easy. Go ahead and do a turn. You can turn all the way around if you want to. As you get into a steeper turn, just pull back just a little bit.
Oh, very sensitive.
Yeah. Well, if you're not used to a stick too, it takes a little while to
Yeah, I'm not
used to just a wrist controller, two-finger type thing. Yeah, if you want to go ahead, make a nice tight turn if you want. First time with a stick is a little bit weird, but yeah, when we get done here, we'll take it down the coastline at about 200, 300 feet. That's always fun. Oh, you're doing great.
Can I keep you following the shoreline?
Sure, yeah. As you level off, just ease that back stick pressure off of there as you level out. We're going to do what I call a quick turnaround. So I'll pull the nose up, roll it over this way, and come down the other side. Okay, go. Make sure we got nobody here. We're going to go up we'll go to the left this time. Pull it up and start turning. Turn like this.
Oh.
Just like it's a wing over. Come over to the top at about 90 and then right back down the other way. And this will then, see, it's called a quick turnaround, we call this. Okay, we're back, 4,500. And we're gonna go, we'll do it to the right this time. Coming up and to the right. So yeah, it's super stable. This is more the cross-country machine. The other ones, the smaller version is more fun. You can do rolls. This one will roll, but it's very lethargic coming around, so it doesn't make it fun because of that. You have roughly a 30-mile radius all around, so 60 miles across, and there's airports typically 17 miles or better. So you know it's way more glide than you'd need in the eastern part of the United States if you have an engine issue. And Sebastian traffic from 916 Tango Charlie. It's about 4 miles to the northeast, being bound for a left downwind runway 10, Sebastian. But you can also see the wings move around, so we hit a little turbulence. I'll extend inland just a little ways on downwind, so you can see the wings move around a little bit. You can see they deaden or they soften some of the blow when you're flying through a lot of turbulence. So if I move the stick back and forth, watch the wings. Flex, see them flex?
Yeah.
So that's like a glider almost. So that takes a lot of the hits out of it, so you don't feel the bumps as much in the cabin. So I got shock absorbers out there. Sebastian traffic, Spermal 916 Tango Charlie's left downwind runway 10, Sebastian. Okay, so we're below 120 airspeed. I'll go ahead and put it down. See that airflow now? Sounds like an airliner, doesn't it? Putting the gear down?
Exactly what I thought.
All the air around your legs, I like that. So now, when I make turns, I'll use rudder because at slow speeds, like I say, you kind of need them. Okay, so we really we're going to slow it down to about 90 on final. And Sebastian traffic, 916 Tango Charlie's turning final 10, Sebastian, full stop. So it takes almost no power. So if you come in, like, let's say I feel like I'm too high. Now we have some wind today, so it's not a big deal. But if we didn't have any wind, and it feels like I'm too high, see my power's off right now. We're still gliding like crazy, but we have enough wind not to have to slip it. But if I have to slip it, I'll show you that real quick here. So this is a slip, right rudder, left aileron. So you're slipping just like you would in a regular airplane. It's just a little different because you're almost, let's say, flat because of the way everything works on a winglet. Okay, one more check, gear down. Fuel pump ready. And Sebastian traffic, 916 Tango Charlie, short final 10. So now I'm using it. If my nose starts wandering, I'm going to use the rudder to keep it straight, right? So it keeps nice and straight, nice and bumpy. Runway 3,000 feet long. I'm a little fast, but I'm windy, so I'll just keep it coming in like 90. Hours off. So I'm just going to kind of find that runway. Final runway 10, Sebastian. And then let the nose down, so you kind of land twice. That's the landing device. This has big brakes. I can get on them really good. That's traffic. Experimental 916 Tango Charlie clear. Go ahead and open the door. Just pull this lever up. Go ahead and pull the lever down. There you go. That's one of the nice things about this is opening the door and getting a nice breeze in.
Right after experiencing the amazing capabilities of this aircraft, we got our second tour through the cleverly called toy store, where we not only saw the new version of the Twin Velocity, but the future six-seater project. And for this opportunity, we would love to thank everyone at the Velocity Factory, but especially for those who make it feel like a family.